Have you ever wondered how Russia, the largest country on Earth, came to be as we know it today? Our journey begins in the 9th century with the East Slavs, the ancestors of today's Russians, Ukrainians, and Belarusians. As these tribes populated the vast lands, a significant cultural and political center emerged: Kievan Rus. This federation of Slavic tribes, with its heart in modern-day Ukraine, became a major player in the Eastern Slavic world. But it wasn't just power and politics that defined Kievan Rus. The adoption of Orthodox Christianity from the Byzantine Empire in the 10th century deeply shaped its identity, influencing everything from art to law. This faith, with its rich traditions and rituals, became a cornerstone of the Slavic culture and further unified the people. But like all great entities, Kievan Rus had its share of tumultuous times. As Kievan Rus fell into disarray, it was the rise of Moscow that marked the next chapter in Russia's expansive history. From the ashes of Kievan Rus, Moscow emerged stronger and more determined. Strategically positioned and led by shrewd diplomats, Moscow began to rise from the shadows, claiming a central role on the world stage. Two figures pivotal to this ascent were Ivan III and Ivan IV. Their reigns laid the groundwork for a centralized Russian state and marked the beginning of an aggressive territorial expansion. But it was the reign of Peter the Great that truly propelled Russia into the limelight of Europe. Peter, a ruler with a vision, understood the need to modernize Russia. He introduced sweeping reforms that touched every aspect of Russian life. From military to civil services, from culture to education, Peter's reforms were transformative, turning Russia into a force to be reckoned with. The age of czars had its highs and lows, but nothing could prepare Russia for the upheaval that was to come. The 20th century brought waves of change that would forever alter the course of Russian history. The 1917 Russian Revolution, spurred by political discontent and social unrest, brought an end to the czarist rule and paved the way for the rise of the Soviet Union. This was a new chapter in Russian history, one marked by the dominance of a single party and a planned economy. Under Joseph Stalin's reign, the country underwent rapid industrialization and experienced brutal political repression. World War II saw the Soviets playing a pivotal role in the defeat of the Axis powers. Then came the Cold War, a tense standoff between the Soviet Union and the Western nations, characterized by political maneuvering and proxy wars. Meanwhile, the space race symbolized the technological prowess of the Soviet Union, culminating in Yuri Gagarin's historic journey into space. From a superpower to a nation in transition, the collapse of the Soviet Union marked the end of an era. In the ashes of the Soviet Union, a new Russia emerged. A nation reborn, it faced a monumental task: rebuilding from the ground up. Economic reforms were vital, transitioning from a centrally planned economy to a market-based one. This was a time of great struggle, but also of great opportunity. The leadership of Boris Yeltsin was instrumental during this era of change. Yet, it was under Vladimir Putin that Russia regained much of its international standing. With an assertive foreign policy and a strong grip on power, Putin's Russia is a force to be reckoned with. Today, modern Russia stands at the crossroads of its past and its future. It's a country that has endured and adapted, from the dawn of its history to the present day. Its role in the world continues to evolve, often in unpredictable ways. From its early beginnings to the present day, Russia's history is a testament to its resilience and adaptability. As we look to the future, one can only wonder what the next chapter holds for this vast and complex nation.